Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is embroiled in a drummed-up dressgate by right-wing media. Let's take a look of how they were talking about it this morning on Fox.
There are new emails that reveal Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was actually warned about going to the 2021 Met Gala. A lawyer told her team she could accept an invitation from the Met itself, but not Vogue. And because its parent company is a registered lobbyist, they'd have to be extra careful.
All right, let's just pause it right there. Not Vogue, says that host. Well, guess what? She didn't accept it from Vogue. So, yeah, she was warned that she couldn't go from Vogue. She'd have to be invited by the Met. She was indeed invited by the Met, and that's how she went. No rules broken. It just took me, 2 minutes to break this 1 minute clip down? There's just so much misinformation coming out of that Fox News network that it's insane.
Scathing op-ed headlines calling her out. And of course, that infamous tax the rich dress.
Okay. Scathing op-ed headlines from two right-wing newspapers, one of which is owned by the same people who own Fox News. So does that really count as more than one outlet? I don't think so. Keep going.
A quote from one says, funny how people who so loudly claim they're fighting for the oppressed keep turning out to have a taste for taking care of themselves.
Well, you can't fight for the oppressed and do something for yourself at the same time. They're trying to make it like AOC, gained tremendously by going to this party. She went to a party. She wore the school dress. You remember it said tax the rich on the back, which just made people outraged. Tax the rich on a dress. Unbelievable. What did they expect from AOC? That's what happens when you get normal, regular people into Congress who aren't just already glad-handing with everybody else. All right, let's keep going with the baloney.
First of all, politically, it was a really bad stunt, and she got away with it. Is there going to be any kind of accountability for our politicians, our elected officials, making gross stunts like this?
Oh, I have actually the same question, because I believe that President Trump's entire candidacy and in the current candidacy and the former one was just a frickin' stunt so that he could make money and fleece the American people, which is what he's doing, thanks to your network for taking him seriously and also lying for him.
Well, there's a House ethics probe underway, and I hope it ends where it should. She wore that dress, famously tax the rich. I think it's time to tax this Congresswoman.
He thinks it's time to tax this. I think he was looking for another C word when he was reaching for Congresswoman.
And look, she blew here $70,000 a ticket just to get in.
Incorrect. She was gifted a ticket to get in. She went for free.
Then $150,000 for the sponsored table she sat at.
Not right. She did not do that. She was invited as a guest. She showed up as a guest. The only thing she actually was responsible for was renting that dress. I think she didn't pay her bill on time, and now they're kind of making some kind of thing about it. She rented a dress. She didn't even buy one. She rented a dress because buying a dress, a designer dress, is incredibly expensive. Keep going with your lies.
These are all lobbyist funds. This runs afoul of her position, which is an elected official. This is so that she's not subject to petty influence from the outside.
Yes, petty influence from the Met. I'm very upset about petty influence from the Met, if there even was any.
You know what the problem is? Ocasio-Cortez sees herself as a celebrity activist. She is a public servant.
This from a pundit on a channel that literally got a celebrity, the host of Celebrity Apprentice Celebrity, do I even have to go on? Elected presidents? That's rich, buddy.
And now I think it's up to that House Ethics Committee to prove to her that she is a public servant, and it's time for her to pay her fair share.
Oh, I really love the way that, prove to her that she's a public servant. That's very like a spanking. That's very punishment oriented. And, to prove to her that she's a public servant. Okay, why don't you, take away some of the money she walked in there with? Oh, right. She was a waitress before that. So, sure, you're not going to make a killing as opposed to your own real estate mogul. The hypocrisy is blinding. Literally, that clip was 2 minutes long, and it took me 4 minutes to go through all of the misleading and out lies. I mean, they're coming down on Tucker Carlson right now for his proven lies and the fact that he knew about the lies. But anyone in media criticism, anyone like you find people who watch the Political Voices Network with your eyeballs open, any fans of Stephanie Miller, fans of John Fugelsang, fans of Thom Hartmann, we all knew that Fox was lying this whole time. So what is it going to take to prove to the people who are still following Fox, still keeping, even in the face of Tucker Carlson and the very obvious lies that he knew he was telling? There's no plausible deniability there at all, given what's being revealed. And now he's clearly lying and spinning about January 6th. I mean, what does it take? And they don't want to get rid of him. Fox doesn't want to get rid of the board at Fox does not want to get rid of him because he is still making money for Fox. So that means people are watching. And of course, people are watching because he's whipping it up. It's like almost like, how far is this guy going to go? Could you please give us? It's like, I imagine the viewers are like, okay, we were on some level. They know they weren't right, but they can't admit it. This is at least my grand hope. So they need anything to cling to. Like, hey, there was 5 peaceful moments where people weren't pooping on Pelosi's desk during the January 6th riots. I don't know where this is all going to end. They're certainly pushing the boundaries here on this one. They keep pushing them farther and farther in what they're willing to lie about and propagandize. I hope my 2 minute, 4 minute, however long this is, clip undid some of that. Show it to your friends so they can see just how much propaganda is in like a 2 minute clip. I'm Julianna Forlano. You may please respond to anything I say in the comments below. I read them. I thumbs up them or thumbs down them, or sometimes I respond with words. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.